stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Oh, yeah. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll look to run with Pollard. He slams it in there, and he is in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Here's May. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll stick with him again. That's a short pickup to about the 47. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
I'm always curious how defenses come back on the field after allowing a touchdown on the previous possession, and so far I'm liking what I see. There's no heads being held low. There's no dwelling and thinking back to that last drive. They've come out and completely dominated this next possession.
The Patriots offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's May. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and long. Here's May again. He's got Douglas going deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They lead it here early, 7-0, as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Complete. Wrigley on the reception. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he's got it. That'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll look to throw here. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Pass completed to Douglas.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. It's the tight end Henry in motion. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Hooper, the tight end, is in motion. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but...
And he will get into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here comes the screen to Spears.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now is May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Van Jefferson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's to the sideline, pulled in by Diggs. They get 12, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. On 2nd down, it's May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. May to throw again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Throwing is May. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Patriots ready for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, faking the give. That is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers in coverage, able to knock that one away. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. Now he takes... What a move! He's in! Touchdown, Titans!
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. There's that man again, another catch. Now a 3rd and 2. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. It's the tight end Henry in motion. To throw on first down is May. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. To throw is May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running right, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Pollard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg, after losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From out of the gun, here's May. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. May gonna look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. 3rd and 5. Now, May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Here's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw again is May. Digs on the reception. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here's May again. That one to the veteran Hooper. He's going to have the first down. And that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. May to the air once more. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run here with Spears. The Titans sending out their punter. This returnable for Douglas. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
May to throw on second down. Pass completed to Douglas. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Nice change of pace there on the back end, Mike. They brought dime defense, which means they have 6 defensive backs. That's a lot of guys back there defending this passing game, and when the quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball, he tends to hold it longer than his offensive line can protect for, and he goes down for the sack.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On play action, here's May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They're going. It's May. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the fourth. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a second down and 8. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's taken down up past the 35. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Tight end motioning left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Spears. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Titan 1st down. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.